All right, welcome back. Henry,
Glad to be back.
Tony, and Eric.
Hello.
Well,
Nice to
Eric,
meet you.
it's good to see you here. And I understand that for the past 2 years you have been sent and based in Hong Kong.
Yes.
And I just want to hear from you how has the experience been introducing Buzon and the mind mapping, creativity, memories in the city of Hong Kong.
Well, yes, it has been a wonderful ride and a wonderful journey, exciting journey that I've been sent to the fields to promote mental literacy, in fact, global mental literacy. It has been, I would say, interesting and as well as sometimes difficult, if I would say, especially when you try to introduce new way of thinking. Many of the people in Asia, they are still very used to the rote learning way. For us to be introducing a new way of thinking and a new concept of mind mapping kind of scares them, for a start. But after you get into telling them that how the brain works by association, by imagination, that kind of changes them that I want to get this new learning. I want to have this the fastest way, the quickest way, because that is going to help me to think better than the person next to me. So in cities like Hong Kong or even in China, they really would want the fastest way to get things done. So when we are able to show them those techniques and also how they could impact their own lives, they will get it through that way and they would say, teach me more. Yeah. So far it has been pretty smooth and successful. We are making very good inroads. We have been connecting with government agencies. Usually they are the first group of people that they feel that they want to change the lives of their people and policies. So they would actually invite us to conduct mind mapping training and also creative thinking training as well. So for the people of Hong Kong, they are really passionate in their lives to make their city more vibrant. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing is that we know that Hong Kong and Singapore are ranked almost virtually equal in terms of the GDP, in terms of the, being financial centers in the world. I know that Tony, yourself, you have been to Hong Kong several times, I believe.
I have.
So what is the observation between the people in Hong Kong, the way they think, the way they look at their worldview, compared to how you see the way people think, say, in the West? So maybe you can just give some of the observation.
Excuse me. I observe that human beings in all the different cities around the world,
Right.
whether it be from Singapore, Hong Kong, London, New York, Rio de Janeiro, Wellington in New Zealand, the thinking is fundamentally the same. The human brain is the same. I mean, even just a few years ago, they were anticipating scientific papers on the difference between the Asian and the Caucasian brain. I mean, what? What? The brain is human. It's the same. The culture, obviously, will provide different information, different context for the brain.
Right.
And whatever culture you are in, you are born in, you learn that culture. You learn it in the same way, no matter what culture you're in, but you learn the culture.
Right.
And globally, culturally, brains have been taught linear note-taking. So they're all doing linear note-taking.
Right.
Many people, and Eric mentioned this, people are afraid of a more imagistic, a more creative approach because they've been taught rigid, ordered, linear thinking. But that's not natural. So Hong Kong and Singapore are already quite vibrant cities. They are multinational. They are focused on new education, on finance, on competing with other cities.
Right.
And competition is not negative. In fact, the most wonderful concept of competition, and in the conversations that are going on now with the cities in Asia and around the world, competition is like this. In original Olympic thinking and Olympic practice, in Greece, the original athlete, the Olympian, was throwing a spear, and then someone else was competing. And when the person threw it the farthest, the people who were second didn't think, I'm only second. They looked at that and said, thank you, God, because they were thinking that it was, thank you, God, for showing me how to do it. So whoever won was showing you how to do it. It was a demonstration. Here's how to do it. So they would copy the leader. And when they copied the leader, they threw it further eventually.
Right.
And then the person who they then beat, and who was once the leader, would say, oh, thanks a lot for showing me, the gods, how to do it. And off he'd go and copy them and go for it again. Same with the cities.
Right.
Singapore and Hong Kong are pretty good. I mean, level, which means they are both very good. And how much more can they go? Way out there.
Right.
And let them do so. And
Healthy
let them,
competition.
let them emulate
That's
each
right.
other
Each other's.
and build and build and build so that it will be synergetic, positive growth.
Right. Thank you.